Welcome to another edition of the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. I am your host, Brad Cisak.
And I'm Tim Owens. We've got a jam-packed show for you tonight. 28 games, including our game of the week, Parkway and North DeSoto.
That's right, Tim. Plus, Huntington head coach Steve Dennis will be joining us a bit later in the show.
But before we get there, let's get into this week's show and start things out at Independence Stadium. The Byrd Yellow Jackets take it on West Monroe at the Battle on the Border. Picking up first quarter, Jackets looking to punt. Rebels can't handle the punt inside the 20-yard line. Looks like Byrd has it, but the whistle was blown. West Monroe keeping the ball 2 plays later after a penalty pushed the Rebels back inside the 5-yard line. Jerome Williams, he's a home run hitter, off the left side and gone. 96 yards on the touchdown run. West Monroe out to a 14-0 lead. Then just before the half, Rebels looking to add to that lead, but the Lane Little pass is picked off by Chris Grider. It was 14-0 at the half, and Byrd has yet to score this season, falling tonight 24-0 the final in that one.
Score to Bossier, the Airline Vikings at home as they take on Union Parish. Second quarter, Vikings leading by 16, but Union getting on the board here. Trent Ginn on the QB keeper into the end zone, cutting Airline's lead down to 10 points. Now Vikings trying to respond. Pass going to be complete to Garrison Wade, and Tim, watch this move right here. Makes the guy miss. I think he might be getting his ankles looked at. Might have broke him right there, but Airline would later turn the ball over. Now Union down in the red zone once again. This time again going through the air. Dylan Harris making the great grab over the defender for the score. That would give them 12 points. They only had 12 points in this game because it was all Airline from there. 36-12, the final score. Airline getting a win in their home opener.
Hardin looking impressive against Red River last week, but tonight a different test as they take on East Ascension. Second quarter, Peyton Stovall to C.J. McWilliams. He scores from 30 yards out. Buccaneers rolling early on. Moving ahead, third quarter, Stovall looking to his back again. Connects with McWilliams, but it is a double pass. McWilliams to Matthew Witten. Great catch there as well for the touchdown. And it was more from Houghton in the third quarter. Stovall calling his own number, finding the end zone again. Houghton picking up a huge top 10 win tonight. 41-23 the final in that one.
Northwood Falcons looking to pick up where they left off last week, taking on Green Oaks tonight, and that is Boom Baker going to the back of the end zone, trying to connect with the Coldest Crawford. Wouldn't be able to hang on to the ball now, but here comes Green Oaks kicking off here, and this is going to be Terrence Cook trying to steal a few yards. Going to cut back through up the defense, eventually brought down by the Giants. Now Giants back on offense, and it is going to be Boom Baker going to Terrence Isaac Jr.
He just gets leveled.
Looks like he was going to have a grab. Big hit right there. Hope Isaac Jr. is okay. He's slow to get up. Take a look at the final score in this one. Close ball game there at Burton Stadium. I don't think a lot of people expected this one, but Northwood hanging on for the win as they take it 30-26.
The Evangel Eagles hitting the road to East Louisiana, taking on Bastrop. This is Carterius Johnson from Bastrop trying to find an opening. Chunks it to Willie Williams. So close to the end zone, knocked out of bounds just before the end zone. Later, Johnson calling his own number. He's in for the score. Bastrop taking down Evangel tonight. 32-25 the final in that one.
Huntington starting district play tonight, taking on BTW. BTW coming in strong in the third quarter. That's Maxey taking a touchdown there just a few minutes into the third frame. And then BTW back on offense here, and they're going to go back to the running back again, trying to recapture the same magic. Looks good. Not the same result, but still a first down. Not much more after that here. And then this time it is Anderson fighting his way through that Huntington defense, taking it in for the score. And not a lot going for Huntington tonight. They fall on the road at BTW. Lions taking this one 30-24.
Lions scoring late in that game to get the win. It's Friday the 13th, and Calvary is ready. The 1A Cavs playing up in class this week at home against 5A Southwood. Calvary strikes first. Opening possession, Cade Hart to Jordan Wallace for the touchdown. Just like that, it is 7-0. Ensuing kickoff. Cavs going with the onside kick. Michael Johnson recovers it, and Calvary in business again. A few plays later, Cavs cash in. Isaiah Brown off the left side, winning the race to the corner. Brad, his little brother, absolutely loves it on the sideline.
Like big bro score.
That made it 14-0. All Calvary from there. They win easily tonight, 46-0, the final over Southwood. It's now time for our game of the week. And Brad, the Parkway Panthers looking impressive at their season opening win, putting up 48 points in that win over Minden.
Absolutely, Tim. This week, though, they travel down to North DeSoto to take on a Griffin team that is 1-0 after getting a win over Natchitoches Central last week. Jory Perry's has more in our game of the week.
The last time we saw North DeSoto take on Parkway was 9 seasons ago, and tonight it was a reunion of sorts for first-year head coach of North DeSoto, Dennis Dunn, taking on a former player of his and Parkway head coach Neil May. Now, the Panthers' offense was absolutely explosive in their Week 1 win over Minden, so would the Griffins be able to slow down Gabe Larry and the Panthers tonight? Let's check it out in the highlights from our game of the week. The North DeSoto Griffins playing host to Parkway in their home opener tonight. Parkway led just 6-0 at the half, but came out firing on all cylinders on offense. Gabe Larry rolling out to his left, got the pass off to Quincy Jones, who stretches the ball over the line for the touchdown. Panthers going up 14-0, but North DeSoto would respond. Kelvin Kinney looking deep down the field. He connects with David Atkins, and Atkins does the rest, taking this one all the way to the house, and that put North DeSoto within 7. Moving ahead now. Last play of the third quarter here, Larry getting it off to Rontavius Richmond on the outside, and this young man takes off all the way down the sideline into the end zone. That made it 21-7 Panthers. Fourth quarter now. Gabe Larry going back to pass initially, but he doesn't see anything there, so he's going to use his feet, and they're pretty effective as well, taking this one all the way in for the score. It's now 28-14 Parkway. Now late in the fourth, Parkway's Isaiah Robinson picked it off deep in their own territory. The Panthers would then charge down the field and score another touchdown for some insurance. After the game, coach saying it was huge to see his team make adjustments at the half.
It was so good for this young team to have to adjust at halftime. It's kind of one of the first times they've had to do that. You know, it's a young team on the field. For them to go in, understand that every great team has to make adjustments, and then for them to execute those adjustments, that's my biggest takeaway that I'll take tonight.
I told them we just needed to go in there and just punch it down their throat. We had to get focused. We weren't focused when we came into this game. It feels real good going into next week. We got a hard one, but we got to have good preparation.
So the Panthers now turning their attention to homecoming week this upcoming Friday as they take on Ash. For now, reporting here at North DeSoto, I'm Jory Perry. Guys, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
The game was a real barn burner in the first half, just 6-0 at halftime. Both offenses kind of getting things going a little bit in the second half, but a big win for Parkway. But I tell you what, North DeSoto, they've played up 2 weeks in a row. They got a win over Natchitoches Central last week, and then played Parkway pretty well for most of the game tonight.
Absolutely, and that kind of makes them, battle tested because they're about to get into district play, and in that district, you need to be battle tested to get wins. But big one here for Neil May. This is the apprentice getting the win over the master because Dennis Dunn coached Neil May when May was at Evangel. So I know he's excited about getting this win, and this Parkway team. We knew that district was going to be wide open. Parkway early on in the season stating their case as to why they could come away with the district crown.
Looking pretty good. Calvary, did you see the mask?
I mean, it's Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees out on the prowl.
Coach Guin comes up to me and he says, I don't want that on TV. Well, you can put it on TV if we win. Well, they won, so Coach, there it is right there. There's the mask. So we put it on TV tonight. So anyway, coming up on the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz, we head over to Texas.
Yeah, that's right. Pleasant Grove, Carthage, and Jefferson all in action. Plus, we're going to make a return to Louisiana a little bit later in the show.